Ooh. Back with another one. Hey. Damn, it's 4 since today we are playing some Dayz. Going on a little loot run. Y'all missed my intro. Thought we were recording, but we were not. We're gonna switch it up. This shirt is 52 slots, I think. Before. Y'all new here, make sure that punch that like button. Get right into it. Yeah, that's legit. There we go on. Alright. Now I think we go up. Check the fish. Oh man, you know what we didn't do? Check if there's, you know, jackets. And why not grab that? Interesting. Dead quiet. That motherfucker is annoying. Oh shit. Plank pot. Quite a few different dinosaurs here. But like, look at this jacket though. 4 slots. So do, do, do. Killed 5. Those red jackets looks fucking get out the car. Spandex like I would.
Good morning, alright.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. You okay?
On early? Did they let you go early?
No, it's a day off today. Yes, they on 2 days ago they said obviously we were off on New Year's Day for the bank holiday, but they also didn't need us today as well. But back in tomorrow and Saturday. So yeah, I did enjoy the line, I must say. Oh, has the server just oh no, the server's not restarted. I've got my VPN on one sec. Right, yeah, it's still working.
Huge siren going on. Damn.
Right, so I wonder, that must be the came up one, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think if anywhere else does that. Does you know, make a sound going off. Yeah. I've got to wonder. I'm just going to assume here without any evidence to say it. I wonder if, like, if you thought Coltis and Rob are based in PvP, and if they're based in PvP on that island, you know, southwest of what's it called, North Haven, which is why they can overlook the oil rig. I do wonder. It'd be a bit annoying to base over there though, because I know they've got helicopters, fair enough, but you know, in terms of like vehicles, they'd have to have a good spot to go where they could always get a vehicle out when they're on the main island, etc. Well, then again,
Yeah.
the only time I've ever seen them, they've been using helicopters, admittedly. But yeah, what are you thinking of doing today? What do you fancy?
Probably.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Kind of sleepy, but.
Okay. I don't know if you want to get off to bed by all means. I've got a few bits I want to do in base anyway.
Just about jet ski out, and then you hit me up.
All right, good stuff. Fair enough.
I went and
Yeah.
now I'm up checking fishing docks.
Okay. We've got 1 minute just to put some stuff that I picked up back in me. I've got a full leather kit I have, yeah. Mix.
And I found out there's planks up here.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Right, nice. Good to know. Right.
Anything cool at Trader today?
Sorry, did you say is there anything cool at Trader today? Sorry, is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. Or yesterday when.
I'm sure it's alright. When I had a look, I didn't buy anything from the P2P. I don't believe there was anything. There's still a couple of, like, you know, like tappers that were put up, you know, back when the festive event was on, etc. and all that sort of stuff. But still not any metal sheets or anything like that, unfortunately. But yeah, as I say, I think we're doing. I put paint hose up for sale there just for like 5k whatnot. So hopefully that'll sell. Yeah. Right. So I think my character is ready. Yeah. Right. Do you want me to meet you over there in a vehicle, or what were you thinking?
We can just take the jet skis.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
jet
Oh,
ski.
sorry, you're already there, aren't you? Sorry, yeah, that's fine. Right. So before we go? Or do you want to keep an eye out for that raid battery thing? I set it up in my area to see what other things need, and it just needs the battery. And then it has a button on it called Authenticate, which I assume is how it sets up the stuff in the server Discord to... Again, though, I mean, admittedly, I don't know, you know, we don't have to test it out. We don't know how long it takes for it to alert, whether it's as soon as something explodes, whether it's every 5 minutes it polls, and then when it gets an answer back, it does it. Because, I mean, I think with the countdowns for C4 certainly that I've seen on other servers, admittedly not seen it on here, I've got to assume it would take a bit of time to chew through. Do you want me to get you any food for you?
No.
Okay, no worries. I'll meet you outside now. I tell you, it was quite cool that I saw, like, you know, like the bullet like hit the you know, hit the doorway, like door frame, so like, you know, the displays there. Well, that's quite cool. Man. What's you talking about here? Links. Who's Link talking to?
Damn, Lynx.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
You got your fishing pole?
No, I thought it was we were looting.
Oh, I see it on your back.
Oh, sorry. Oh god, I didn't even realise I was carrying an extra. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's forgive me now.
Oh my god, dude. It's drama. Take it or leave it, Link says.
Yeah.
He gets a cut. what are you typing all this shit for? Hit him. Outside.
I just feel like coach is a new part of all the time. You never log out. I mean, literally every time I'm on there, on.
Everybody go to VC. We're gonna have a bidding war. That shit would be sick, dude.
So I hope they get involved in absolute pushing, you know, the amount of pushing. Chatting in this Discord, man. Honest to God.
Yeah, they be holding it down in that Discord. Hilarious.
When you say stones, what are they talking about here?
Sharpening stone.
Oh, sharpening stones, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah, that would be, I mean, 60k for a minimum, well, let's say 70k for a pickaxe, and you can repair it 15% each time, so 3 times overall, so yeah, you'd be looking.
Oh my god, Mystic
200k minimum.
Mystic Rain says she plays alone. Might pull up to traders. I was like, how bad? She was looking for. Oh man. Skeleton here. Respawn or took him. I'm so confused at what they're even talking about, bro.
Yeah.
60k for 2 sharpening stones? Is that
60k
good deal,
for
bad deal?
sharpening stones is
Well, 20k.
literally 20k. I mean, literally here, if you think about it, it's a very, very, very good deal. It's an absolutely ridiculously good deal. That
Right.
if
Because
you
we
think
get our
it,
pickaxes for
sorry, you
60,
use
so
20% of the
I think sharpening stones
in one
be
level of a
what
pickaxe.
Coast has gotten his deal.
Yeah, Jesus. Where
Huh?
the fuck have they been find? I know obviously where you'd find them, but they are so hard to find at the same time.
Oh shit. Who's he talking to? Roll Pride?
It's surprising how much people back down when suddenly the one group on here who is constantly being PvP killing people calls them out. Like, he doesn't run with me. I'm not. I don't know him. It's like, well,
I
why are
just
you
met him
fucking
today,
running?
man.
Yeah.
Type be like, damn, Lynx, that's a bad look for you. Just stir the pot a bit.
I'll stay out of this nonsense, mate. I just want to play the fucking game. Either shoot people or be killed and throw out GGs. I've got no interest in the rest of this shit.
Funny,
I thought I'd left
Trey
the
and I
chat
used to do that shit.
behind when we left the last server. But no, it's always the case, isn't it? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a normal bell.
I seen you was in Discord chat last night. I turned with someone.
Right. So I do think we've got more chance of finding pickaxes and sledgehammers than we have of, you know, of finding them than it is of obviously buying and paying for the sharpening stones, etc.
Plus they're 20k for 2.
Yeah, again, I honestly feel like so many of these players don't even bother going to trying to sell. And don't get me wrong, I know I've done this in other servers myself until it could be asked, but you know that kind of argument of I can't be asked to go over to trade and see what things sell for, so I'm willing to make whatever money I can with what I found, etc. And it works out well for the people who, you know, who are buying, but. As I say, any server with a trader, you need to go to the trader and look at what you can sell, what things sell for, how it seems to work, etc.
You go daily. Someone from our group
Well,
does
yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely, and we get the
I'm
benefits of
up.
going daily. As I say, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there's certain things you have to grind for, you know, like trying to find etc. Which I would much prefer to just be able to buy and not have to waste any time doing it, because obviously doing say an industrial one is nowhere near as fun or exciting as doing a say one in a military area. You know, I can find cool guns here, cool attachments and such like that. Whereas, but at the same time, I think we will do an industrial one at some point today. So we do need that metal sheets, otherwise we're going to be in trouble for purge.
Maybe someone wants to sell some.
Well, yeah, I've thought about that, but I just can't be asked with so many like these people on here who literally will offer to pay for things by paying the most tiny amounts, like that fucking Patriot who literally everything is like, I'm buying it for 2k, I'm buying it for 5k, and it's like, no fucking way are you going to get anyone selling them to you unless they're brand new players who don't realise the actual value of pretty much anything they've got. So I think we found the
Make a hustle.
so I think we can keep going back. I think just got about what week's left, and that's literally 97. We've got extra then to make the extra lockers. It's just bizarre. I'm not, because of the amount of concrete that's been put on the trader, I've not seen any metal sheets since literally the first few days. And I bought them then when they were on there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking.
They certainly do. Found anything good so far?
Yeah, I just found.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Just about finishing my first one.
Good night. Any garden pots? Or I mean, garden pots, big piles.
Not so far, not so far. I am looking out for more. Found another jerry can full of gasoline, so we'll probably fill up the what do you call it? The jet ski from its long journey yesterday. Ammo pouches. Oh,
When we hopping back on Rebirth?
when do you fancy doing it? No, fair enough.
You like it? Or?
I think it's going to be hard to play it when we're playing against people who are using keyboard and mouse. I mean, I think I probably do prefer zombies to that mod. I mean, I don't mind it so much in Fortnite, I suppose, but I think in this, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the only movement more than anything. That and cheaters, I suppose. The only movement. I mean, obviously with zombies you can kind of predict how they're going to move, etc. And I think on that you just literally sat there with like, oh yeah, is he going to jump in backwards? Is he going to slide through? You know, etc. It's not really my thing. That I mean, I'm up to playing it if you all want to play it by all means, but it's definitely not something I would actually go and like play myself, etc.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I think I might.
It's like I think people think like, oh, the omni movement's great, you know, for themselves, for their own characters, etc. But then you realise, wait a minute, well, everyone else gets the same movement, don't they, of course? So it then becomes a whole different. Like I've been watching some of that Call of Duty League on YouTube, you know, where it's like Atlanta Phase and LA Phase and all those, you know, like
Yeah.
whatnot, and it's ridiculous. The movement, you know, the actual movement system in that game. I know you said you were really pleased. It allows you more opportunities, but no one actually kills anybody like the normal ways. It's always diving backwards through a door, sliding through a door, and then doing a 180 and all this sort of nonsense. And it's like, come on, guys, really. There's obviously some very good players though.
Just doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm torn on it because you know what we sit there like. I always say to my nephew when we're playing Fortnite, it's like I'll never ever build. I want to shoot and kill. It's like if they build, yeah, I'm at a disadvantage. I get that, but I'd rather be putting rounds into them rather than building a stupid fucking tower. Whilst obviously, you know what I mean, and that stuff, and it just feels to me like what if I was playing Battlefield 4. It's a lot more straightforward with the movement. You know what I mean? It's a lot more normal, shall we say? A lot more realistic and fuss. If I was to die, like, okay, fair enough. Well, they've got me. You know, it's more skill based. Where I think that one is just, you know, I think it's better you're actually getting better at the silly movement and being able to get people from angles they don't necessarily expect you to or surprise them, etc. Than it is actually just being good at shooting and hitting someone. As I say, if it weren't for the zombies, I wouldn't even play COD. You know what I mean? As I say, I've not played it for about 15 years for many reasons, but I've certainly enjoyed playing the zombies. Other than those flying fucking things. Those are a pain in the ass.
Surprised I didn't bring that hell on back.
What are they called? They're called abominations. Is that what you mean?
Hell no.
Yeah. Hellhound something different altogether?
Like the fire wolf dog from like Black Ops.
Oh right, oh, okay. Well, they're rightly spamming out the zombies maps. You've got to wonder, haven't you? I mean, what, 2 have been released now since yeah, 2 have been released since the game came out, which is good. Just guts me that Battlefield 2042 was such a fucking ridiculous fucking, shit show, because I'd have probably still been knee deep playing that if it was actually a Battlefield game and not a fucking, Fortnite game set in a fucking, in terms of like the emotes and the dances and all that fucking nonsense. Died on its ass, that game. Do you prefer the movement than in the new car?
I like it.
Ah, fair enough.
But I'm always like practicing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, as I say, it
Sure.
would be quite, I need to play it an awful lot to get consistently good at it with that movement, and I really cannot be bothered to do that. I say I want to play Dayz. If I'm not playing Dayz, I'd probably be playing Project Zomboid and getting into that. But obviously I play Dayz, you know what I mean? So obviously...
Yeah, you gotta show me some Project Zomboid, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing at the moment is this new big patch that's been in the oven for like 2 years, which has a load of, like quality of life. It's still unstable, so in other words, it's like an early access version of this new patch. So because it's early access, it's very buggy, and, well, it's not very buggy, but it's buggy, and it also has multiplayer disabled until they... Now, that doesn't sound like a massive issue, because obviously, well, they're fixing bugs before they had multiplayer, but the previous big update that came out 2 years ago, that was worked on for 3 full years. When that came out, I was like unstable, it's like the multiplayer disabled. The multiplayer didn't get turned back on for 2 fucking years. So it's kind of like I want to learn the new patch, learn the way it now works, etc. But realistically, if I want to play multiplayer in the long-term future, I want to have to play the old patch, which I've not really got any interest in playing when I can learn. Cause it's like a new game. You know what I mean? It's like so many things have changed that the way that the things that you do in the older patch now won't really make any sense, to the new one. And I think it's got an even harder like learning curve than even RimWorld. And the RimWorld one, I've not even started RimWorld because of the ridiculous learning curve. So I want to fully focus on it, but obviously I can't fully focus on it when I'm enjoying playing Dayz. You know what I mean? This is the game I want to play at the moment, so just play Dayz. I do think Project Zomboid has a potential to be like a Dayz killer for me. It looks, if they can get the multiplayer side of things on the new patch released sooner than 2 years, that I would much appreciate it. Yeah. Like when I first read about it, it took 2 years for multiplayer. In other words, it only basically went on like just over a year ago. I was sat there thinking, that's fucking bollocks. No way they'd fucking do that, and it actually was. It actually was the case. I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
People wait there. Can you imagine that? Like, oh yeah, this feature won't be in the new patch. It'll be there as soon as we can. Then 2 years go back. I don't think anyone would even believe you if you'd, if someone told you that. Nothing's online at the moment. It's down to 7 other players now, but Cosis and Newport are still online. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were still doing the island. Sorry, I wouldn't have swum over.
Oh, you. I'll be cycled back.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice me. Island.
Yeah. £2. Forgive me.
We were playing Prop Hunter. Pretty fun.
On what game was that? Was that on
Call of
Fortnite?
Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Alright. And is that just a normal mode that is on in the game or something like that? That's what...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to play it by myself.
Yeah. Well, I think I played it that mode a couple of times on Fortnite with my nephew, and it's yeah, pretty decent game. That. I'm just finding vanilla fucking weapon attachments. Literally, yeah, I've only found one modded mag so far. You know, since we.
Anything good over at the beach?
An RPK and then a bit of VSD ammo. Yeah, just yeah. I say persistent now. As I say, it's. Still found the jerry can, didn't I? That is a good find.
I might have asked you this before, but do you think your nephew would like zombies?
He probably would like it, but understandably, his sister won't let him play on 18 games when he's 10, when he's 11. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what's Fortnite?
What's that?
What's Fortnite?
Fortnite is a
E?
I don't know what you class it as over in America, but yeah, it's like a
E for
kids
everyone?
game over here. Yeah. As I was saying, to be fair, I completely agree with my sister. To be fair, I think I know you can turn it off in your settings, etc. But like listening to other players when they die or when they kill you and hearing their voices is just such a fucking. As I said to my sister, it's like it basically shows young kids that the way to deal with being shot or killing someone else is not. She's not, she's not a fucking thing as a
Okay.
fucking 11-year-old. You're gonna base your fucking life around the way that people do that. Like how grown adults do that to each other on fucking game. Yeah, there's plenty of games I want to show my nephew, but as I say, he'll get shown them when he's actually at the sufficient age to do it.
God definitely taught me that other people fucking
Well, it encourages it. That's the thing. It's not
are
about
sound.
people being
No
dickheads.
matter what they
It's about
say,
people
doesn't matter.
encouraging them to be dickheads because you can hear that person's comms. It's like, why the fuck would you want someone else to hear your comms when you die? That's just fucking stupidity. There's no fucking. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm always in a fucking Xbox party. Obviously I've the other people's voice. I've got no interest in hearing.
Yeah,
No
that's all
interest.
you can do pretty much.
Yeah.
They've had that in COD for a while.
Yeah.
But that's in Fortnite, that's in...
Yeah.
People get pissed and they die. I learned at a young age that it doesn't matter what they fucking
Oh,
say.
absolutely. 100%.
Just shows how
And also at the
stupid
same
people
time,
are.
I've got no interest in other people hearing what I'm going to say about it. You know what I mean? It's just not something
That's the
that I'm
nice thing
interested
about
in.
fucking party nowadays. The old Xbox party.
Yeah.
Yes, sir!
Yeah.
Flipping around. I got super high on the jet ski.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I can resist fucking calling Pineapple a cunt whilst me Rise and Gravy are hunting him in an event, I can resist that giving anybody shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's something that really, like when you sit there and you think, oh, right, so they've added that in the game now, right? So they want it to be as, it's like, we're annoyed that our game isn't as toxic as Rainbow Six Siege, so let's add stuff in to try to make it as toxic over time as it is. It's just like, fucking hell. If that's your
For
priority in
what?
the fucking game, in terms of COD, like going, oh, we need to add stuff to make the game more toxic and to have more toxic people talking nonsense to each
That's,
other.
yeah, but
Fucking
that's been in
nonsense.
there for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think that's their whole reason behind it at all.
As I say, I think it's just
But
like
that's just...
when it's not the actual violence or the deaths animation in the game that actually tell your sister basically, no, fucking, it's definitely not for fucking, it's definitely not for fucking 11-year-old, etc. It's actually because of the fucking
I'm 79.
nonsense. Oh
Now
right,
I
okay.
can give yours back to you.
Nice, alright. I probably wouldn't. If I'm defending a bit, I'll probably be inside holding an angle. So.
Dual wielded. I'm fucking putting that in my upstairs sleeping bag. We going out, we going out.
Yeah. Where am I? as I say, I think with COD as well, with the cross-play, it's like, I know I can turn it off in my Xbox settings, but I don't want to turn it off for a lot of other games I have. I want to turn it off for COD. You know what I mean? I don't want to turn it off for every fucking game. I want to be able to play without having to change the fucking setting every time. So, yeah, I mean, as I say, don't
Yeah,
get me wrong,
that shit never really
99%
mattered to
of the
me.
time I die will be due to them just being better at COD than I am, which is absolutely fine.
Right.
But
Most of the games I play are cross. Oh.
yeah. I keep thinking, I do on a serious note, keep thinking about wanting to try out Hell Let Loose again. To be honest, think if we can get a few people in the
And that's crossplay. So that's gonna be, we could play that on PC. Well, ooh, we might be able to get that with Game Pass.
Console. Unless something's changed in the last few months and I've not read the news about it, it wasn't crossplay before the last few months anyway.
Oh, weird.
Now is yeah.
Wait,
Because as
I'll
I say,
check right now.
yeah, it's 100%. I'm absolutely certain that it's not crossplay unless it's suddenly added it randomly in the last couple of months since I last looked at updates about it. As I say, if it was crossplay, we could play on all those really cool, amazing PC servers
Oh,
that have,
PC and console.
that only allow people who are in like I think they call them battalions, groups, guilds, whatever you want to call them, to play.
Yeah, I never even played it. I was just told it was.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, the memories of
So don't buy it on PC.
Well, to be honest, I actually bought it on PC originally.
Buy it on PC if we get some more players playing. But do you have it on an Xbox?
I have it on both. Yeah. So it came out on PC probably two years before it came out on Xbox, if I remember rightly. And as I say, obviously, when it came out on console, me and my friends and quite a lot of other people, by the looks of it, all just thought, oh, it'll be the same as PC, and not in terms of crossplay, but in terms of, you'll have a server browser, you'll be able to choose what map you want to play on, etc. Because I mean, it sounds an exaggeration. There's a lot of maps in the game. There's a lot of maps in the game when it first came out, and each server is set on like a time. So it does this map where you're attacking, then the same map where you're defending, and then it goes into another map, and then just the same. Then it goes into another map, and literally you can cycle like 24 hours of playing non-stop, and you might not actually get the map you want to play on, which sounds such a ridiculous thing, and that's why people were saying, like, people like myself included, like, I have a very, very, very angry pissed off review on Hell Let Loose on console, basically saying it's like they've sold it as yeah. It's like a fucking like War and Peace, like saying that you've sold this and said it has feature parity with PC, but like 6 updates behind is on PC, and you haven't got a server browser, and it's like, why? I mean, the worst part was at the beginning when I played, like the first probably 20 matches I played of it. A lot of them go right to the end, like 1.5 hours of a game, which is a long time to put into a game. But you will literally find that it will just kick you out. It will just kick you out of games. Like, it could be just at the end. It could be 5 minutes before the end. It could be. It's never shortly after you join it. Yeah. And I mean, my friend got to the point of saying, he's like, I've literally paid 20 fucking games and we've completed literally, was it 3 of them? And I'm like, yeah, I agree. It's and obviously when you don't complete the game because it kicks you out, you don't get any fucking XP. I didn't then anyway, potentially. So as visually incredible as it is, as cool as it is, if you're in a good team with other good people, etc. There's so many things that are completely outside of your control that has to go out. Like, you need a good commander. and no one knows how to play commander. You know what I mean? So the majority of people who go into it, because there's no kind of like tutorial for explaining how to play each role, you learn it on the job. And if you're learning being a commander in the job, your team's going to lose. It doesn't matter how many good players you've got. It doesn't matter what strategies you've got. You're going to lose. You need a good commander. And again, you need good squad leads, and you need
What are you?
communication. I normally play as a medic or as an engineer. So in other words, obviously medic self-explanatory, and the engineer, I basically build fortifications and such on points that we're going to be defending. But again, I can't just build stuff non-stop. It's like I need the support classes to drop supplies for me. I need the team leads to request supply drops from the commander, and the commander then needs to actually do that and drop supplies so I can fortify points, etc. It's
like in a heli or something?
Oh no, this is World War Two. This is World War Two. So it's basically like
What's he dropping it?
they drop them 2 manners. They literally come out of like planes, at the back of planes, and they're like floating bombs, if you want to call it that. Or you basically have people who do like the logistics and basically will just drive around, driving players back from spawn to the point we're trying to defend, or driving resources over. So literally, it's like, even if we had everyone in the faction, and so that's 8 of us, and we had 8 in a squad, and we all knew exactly what we were doing, what our roles were, blah blah blah, doesn't make any fucking difference unless we've got a good commander, we've got other good squads with good squad leads who actually,
You as our commander.
work as a group, rather than, and I don't mean throwing everybody at one point together. I mean like one group approaching it from the west, one approaching it from the east, one approaching it from the centre, etc. That sort of stuff. It's a game which it can be so fun if you've got a good team, and I don't just mean your squad, I mean a really good team and a good commander. But if you haven't got any of those things, you could pull a fucking blinder out and still get your shit pushed in and the game be over quickly, because it doesn't matter about. It's one of them games where you doing everything you're supposed to do has very little effect unless other people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So as I say, it's a very, very, very good game, but it would take me being part of a large group who play it, and play it properly, use good comms, etc. To be honest, that's why I've stopped playing it with one of my mates, because his comms are fucking diabolical, and he just gets irritated when he dies a couple of times in a row, and all he's doing is screaming and shouting in the group chat, rather than actually letting we can't hear other people talk because he's busy moaning about being killed again. But yeah, if there's ever like a free-to-play weekend on it, I do recommend trying it out. But yeah, I think I'd probably say it's easier to play on console than it is on PC, but I think it's much better supported on PC than it is. And obviously, I'm sure there's some that can have mods and all that sort of stuff as well, because you can have private servers on PC. You can have that on console now as well. But I mean, it literally costs like £700 UK to have a server for a year. It's absolutely ridiculously expensive. That's it. When it's good, it's better than everything. It's absolutely incredible. Like the artillery strikes, the satisfaction of holding a point for fucking like the best part of an hour and 15 minutes because of of me building stuff as an engineer, and the supply guy giving me more stuff so I can replace stuff that's been destroyed, and other players playing the roles, even when you're a medic, like I run around as a medic, and people will be like, oh my god, I'm just going to stand around you, you're actually a medic, you actually heals people, doesn't just ignore us. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's so funny, most people will actually just kill themselves rather than wait for a medic, because they don't believe the medic's actually going to come over to them. Because again, people don't play the role
and do what they want.
Well, yeah, it's the thing, like when infantry squads, right, you can only create an infantry squad if the first person who creates it is the squad lead, which makes complete sense. but no one wants to be the squad lead. So all people do is they create a squad, lots of people join the squad. You then leave that squad, so you're no longer the squad lead, and then you rejoin it, and you can then choose what role you are as long as they haven't been taken by someone else. But yeah, like the anti-tank roles usually, like people just get excited and go, "Oh, I want to have the BAR rifle or the whatever the American. Well, no, the BAR is the American version, isn't it? I want the automatic rifle or the anti-tank, and then they don't actually do anti-tank, and plus you're absolutely fucked then because it's like, well, okay, as an engineer, I've got a satchel charge, but if I go satchel charge, I've not got the stuff to be able to build fortifications, so it's like you have to change the way you play, which means you know you can't do other roles. You know what I mean? You're not able to do another role without actually being that class. I did notice, so I think Onyx, Vise, and someone else in the faction, I can't remember now. I wish had played it, and I think Onyx and well, Vise had played it about 3 times as long as I had, and I think Onyx had played it a similar amount of time as I had. So
And Big.
yeah,
I think Big played it with.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I say I love the idea of us all in a squad playing that. It's just as I say, you know, like we need to be lucky and maybe get like Lecture or someone like that in as the actual commander, or someone who knows how to play commander.
I think he's played it before.
Right, fair enough.
I think it would have to be you, Commander or Onyx.
As I say, I want to be on the ground doing stuff. You know, this is the thing. This is the thing. You know, like you find, you know, because
And
on some games you can do like all different stuff. Well, this is the thing. It's like when you are playing as a squad lead, and I've tried it a few times. All you basically hear in your ear in a bad game, so to speak, is the commander either not talking to you, so all the squad leads are like, "What are we trying to do between ourselves?" Or you've got squad leads refusing to do things because that's boring, or we don't want to defend, we want to attack, and all this, and it's like literally, it's like, okay, well we're losing the game. You can either do what we say, and potentially we don't lose the game, or you can do what you want, and we're going to lose the game in the next 5 minutes, etc. It's just you only really want to be a squad leader or a commander when you're actually in a big group where the entirety of your team, like all 50 players, is in, you know, is in your like faction or whatever you want to call it. And thus, when people are dicking about not playing objectives, when the sniper's running off and not doing what they're supposed to do, which is solely keeping the enemy artillery teams dead, etc.
What is the sniper's responsibility?
So you basically it's a 2-man team, spotter and sniper. You have to be if you create a sniper squad, there's only 2 sniper squads allowed for each team. So in other words, 4 out of the four out of the 50 players can be sniper teams.
So you rarely get it.
Well,
oh no.
Well, this is the thing. You see, when you know, just like when I say when you create a squad, you're automatically the squad lead. When you create a sniper team, you're automatically the spotter, right? And then the other person who then joins the squad after that becomes the sniper team. The sniper team have one job, and that's to make sure that you get behind enemy lines and you snipe the enemy artillery teams, of which there's 3 artillery pieces, to make sure they can't fire arty over on top of our heads. But you just get people going off and trying to get like fucking silly amounts of kills as a sniper, not even going anywhere near the enemy arty. And I can guarantee you lose every single game that happens. It doesn't matter how many kills the sniper get if he's not killing the right things. And again, you know, like most people want to be a sniper and just go about killing people. And yeah, it does whittle down the enemy tickets, but we're going to lose tickets faster if we're losing points, and they're going to gain tickets back faster
And they're doing objective
if they're gaining points. Yeah, so it's a ruthless game where it's not, you know, Battlefield where you can just go off and do what you want. You've got to be doing your role, and if you're not doing your role, your teammates who are just going to lose every game, and you know it's not fun to constantly lose when you're trying your best. Okay? Or you know, like you do your job and then someone else doesn't do theirs, and it's just annoying as well when people change class midway through the game because like, it fucks you over then, because it's like if I don't know we've not got an anti-tank, then I can't switch over to anti-tanks if we've got one. And I think it's just bad communication. That's why I've always wanted to be in like a big faction, because I watch some of what's it called, My Dog on Twitch. He does like overviews of some, like, you know, like squad games, or what's the other game called, or you know, he does squad where it's like big factions versus big factions, and it's such good fun. And there's a guy who does it on Hell Let Loose as well, but hardly anyone plays it anymore now, because I think when it went when it was gated behind having to buy it, you know, and not on Game Pass, it, after about 6 months of it, the only people who still played it were people who wanted to play the game properly. So in other words, you could actually play it, and whilst there wasn't that many servers on at the time, at least you were playing with people who were going to do the jobs right. But since it went on Game Pass, like when I saw it went on Game Pass, and mate was like, "Should we get back into it?" And it's like, well, no, because now everybody's going to be playing it again for the first time. You know, who don't you know what think it's COD, and it's going to be an absolute clusterfuck of trying to get people who actually know how to play the game. And because there'll be so many people playing it who haven't played it before, who maybe don't have an interest in playing a game like that the way they're supposed to, it's going to ruin it for everybody who actually does want to play it properly. But as I say, the servers, it still seems to have a lot of 100 pop servers. But as I say, that would involve me joining another faction, I think, that to be able to play it with 50 other people who want to do it properly.
They got those big facts.
They have, yeah, yeah. And again, I mean, I've been in the Karma Cut, which is a not squad. What's the other one called? Armor Free. You know, like Discord for about 4 years, wanting to get into that and actually join up and do these big, like, you have like these big maps where over the course of several weeks there'll be lots of missions of back and forth action, taking this city, defending this airstrip, you know, that type of stuff, doing an amphibious assault or a parachuting in to take something behind enemy lines. And I love watching
Send
videos
me
of
some
people do
sometime.
that. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
so I can
love
dig some out. I
armor
mean,
game.
I think there's some Karma Cut ones where like they're defending like you know, forward operating base for my enemy attack, and sometimes the enemy is AI, and sometimes it's players. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like when you know, like when you're sat there and you're fending like you know, one of them birds' nests, and one of your squad is like two enemy hinds coming in, and you just see the enemy helicopters just light one of their squads right fucking, you know, up, and then you've got like fucking your medics going, right, I've just had a mass cas in my squad, I need support from other medics. And it's just so cool because it has such a detailed like medical system, so that when the medic comes over, they'll have a load of things to do in the order to do them in real life. And it's really kind of right, we need to keep the medic safe here. And they even set up like little, you know, like Cassivac points where there'll literally be like a tent sprung up, and you'll have like a medic
Can't
inside there,
even.
and maybe like the battalion doctor, whatever you want to call it, that in there, getting people back up and running. It's such a it's such a cool thing, but I've always been kind of a bit scared of doing it, just because not being that good with like the military comms, etc. And they used to do like training sessions where you could join like the test server, and they'd basically teach you and all that sort of stuff. But because it's in American time, and because obviously up until the last 6 months, I've not really ever been in the jobs where I could actually be up really, really late, shall we say. I've never really been able to do it. But I think now I've got used to keyboard and mouse on Dayz, I think it's certainly something in the realms of possibility. That'd be so fucking cool. Right, that's been done. Episode going for a massive tangent there, but yeah, Hell at least is one of those games where I want to love it so much, but your enjoyment of it depends entirely on the people you're playing with. And I'm not talking about like one or two. I'm talking about, like, you know, you've got to have probably like more than half of those 50 players doing their jobs properly to have a chance of winning the games, and obviously getting more XP. Because the leveling is quite slow if you're losing games over and over, even if you are getting loads and loads of kills or doing loads of objectives, if you're not winning, you're not getting as much XP. And it just makes it a lot slower then to unlock like the better guns or the better items you can use, like field upgrades and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, sniping in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done it, admittedly, but I've watched people get silly amounts. I mean, I've been in games where for literally for the like a good hour and 20 of the game, the enemy arty hasn't been able to fire because our sniper teams were doing the jobs and keeping them, you know,
I'm out.
yeah. Because I honestly, I would say to anybody to try it out and play it just to see the arty strikes come in because it is one of the most impressive things, you know, I've seen in game. And to be fair, the graphics of it as well is tremendous. It was like probably the first game I played on Series X where I thought this actually looks like a next gen game,
Yeah.
and it plays like a next gen game. You know, there wasn't any like frame drops or lag or stutter or anything like that, which is impressive when you're 100 people on a map. Yeah, if you want to try it out someday, obviously we can do. As I say, just you know, it is one of them really specific. Obviously, you've got to communicate with your teammates. That goes without saying, and it is one of those really specific ones where it's like we've got to play objectives, and I'd probably need to remember how to play mine properly again now. I've not done it for so long. Oh, multi-cam water bottle. Have you found anything good over there, or is it still the same old, same old? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but I think the armor, you know, like armor free, like liberation servers or whatever they're called, with karma cut and stuff like that. Those things look so cool. I mean, obviously it's a bit more modern, isn't it? Modern day, and obviously Hell Let Loose during World War II. So being able to like watch like like tank crews actually, you know, like covering each other and all that sort of stuff, or enemy helicopters coming in and swooping down and just massacring everybody. Or even like AI on it, like there's AI civilians on it. And if you're on certain maps, like where you're fighting in, say, like Fallujah or something like that, for argument's sake, if you kill some civilians by mistake or deliberately, some of those civilians that remain will then become suicide bombers. And the more of them that you kill, you know, the more of them that you kill without, you know, outside your rules of engagement, the more of them that will become suicide bombers. And it's that thing that someone might be walking past you or running past, and you might then have to slow down and actually start zip tying them to stop them potentially attacking you, even though they might actually be just. So yeah, you'll just see teams like going right. We're in a building with civilians, we're trying to clear them out, and then one of them will blow them all up. It's like fucking
Yeah.
hell.
AI? That's not normal
Oh
people.
yeah. Enemy players can do it as well as such as well, but yeah, yeah, it's usually AI that's particular stuff.
Roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you'll have like people, you know, like just like you see in, I suppose, in well, not necessarily the same as you see. You see people on motorbikes in the Ukraine-Russian war, you know, trying to get up behind enemy lines. But you'll have people literally on bikes or on little buggies who will drive around and basically try to, you know, drive into a enemy tank or something like that and blow them up, or set some mines behind enemy lines. So when they're driving from their spawn, they get blown up by you know, an anti-tank mine, literally where they think they're safe and where they can drive on the roads. It's one of the things I love watching them, and I still enjoy watching videos like that. But I've never really felt like I could, you know, do the learning curve, learning the comms and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's one of them things. I think if everybody's playing it is like seasoned professionals, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb when you're constantly dying, etc. And it's kind of like I'd like to be on when I can learn it and it not be like, you know, doing it gradually. But the AI in it's very, very good. You're not going to be getting a chance to hit them if you miss your first shot, and they know where you are. Yeah, it's surprising how good AI can be in some games. It's really, you know, like eye-opening considering how bad they are in others.
Damn, about
I'm nowhere near full, but I've literally just not been I've only been finding tiny stuff, you know. So yeah, if you want to go
yeah.
back, we can go back. Oh, I found sheet metal. Hey, fantastic. Right, that makes up for it. So we've got 36, so that will get us 7 more of our doors up, and then we basically need. We've got one back at base, so we've got 37. We need 8
Oh,
more
right.
metal. Yeah, fucking get in. I mean, Jesus has been listening to me moan then and going, oh, we need to give him something good to keep him playing. Right, fantastic.
I want thing to.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got the planks already at base, the nails and the coat blocks, so I can throw them up when I get back if you want. Or I can do it another time. Right. But have you ever watched any videos of Projects on Bar? Have you ever
Mm-mm.
seen anything of it? It's a very different game to what I think people, you know, think they get and whatnot. Yeah. As I say, I'm looking forward to trying it out at some point. It's just as I say, I enjoy playing Dayz, and I don't just want to not you know be busy playing something else. I'm enjoying it on this server, so I want to continue doing this. He finally found some fucking 5-5 for you. I've been running around fucking ages trying to find some. I've got a 55 for you. Oh, right, who's still online now? So, right, the 2 usual suspects aren't online. So, what do you think about? Are you going to be going shortly, or are you thinking of wanting to go anywhere specific? Whilst we've not got the two, well, not got the 3 guys, and we'll be waiting for, so to speak. Obviously, if you need to get to the bed, don't worry at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Might have to go back to base and drop this shit off.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fair enough. It's just, I think it's the first time I've been logged in probably the last week.
There's
I
less
haven't
than
been on.
fuck.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Did you see the post? Sorry, 1 second. I need to just cough. Did you see the post Mitchell put in today, just saying, look, don't drive or fly when it's really high pop? I think the thing is, though, I know what he was saying, and let me just reread what he said about, you know, making the server pot bigger or making it. I can't remember if he said making the server pot bigger or making the server spec better. Let me just check what he said, because increasing server pot will not improve that. That will make it worse, because obviously there's even more players. Oh yeah, upgrading the server is a potential fix. Yeah, so he's talking about upgrading the spec of the server rather than actually increasing the number of slots, etc. Because yeah, with the mods on, and Lord was saying this, and he was quite vocal about it. He was saying that the server performance since he added in the tropical mod, as he put it, has always been worse. And he wished that it didn't have the tropical mod in it. Now I assume if it didn't have the tropical mod in it, you know, it wouldn't really look like a tropical, you know, dinosaur world. It'll just look like Deer Isle, just with dinosaurs randomly spawned in. But I want to assume that that's, you know, that's never going to be removed, etc. But I am ready here when you are. Well, I mean, I was going to suggest hitting an oil rig potentially here, or hitting somewhere we haven't been before to see what stuff's there. But at the same time, if you need to get to bed, you need to get to bed. That's fair enough. Or if you don't want to, of course. Right, let's kill these zombies.
okay, thank you.
Need to replace my table. I'll tell you what, do before you put it away, let me fill it up with this fuel. Might as well do. Oh, what's caused that, man? What's caused that?
Must be seasick.
Yeah.
I drank a bunch of water.
Ah, so it's basically being unable to give you do the email while you've been driving, so it's giving you as soon as you got out. Fair enough. Why is it? I submit it's at the back, isn't it? Can't if you get the angle.
Whale, that fucking.
I mean, this
Off the top of your head, do you remember what I need for basically poison water?
Cholera. 1 second. Let me consult the that sheet I've got on me for 1 second. Dayz, where are we? Right. So cholera, drinking from whatnot. So tetracycline and/or vitamins. They're all in my tents if you need them. It's one of the camo temps as well. That saves you time scrolling. Right, so the fuel's been. I think it's still not 100% full, but we've obviously could put an extra one into it. Door vehicle. You must be the last driver. Okay. All right. Get in. Get out. It's a bit glitchy going through doors at the moment. I've just been able to go through a door then while it was closed. That's not
Yeah,
good
that
at all.
sounds like a problem.
That does sound like a problem, doesn't it? Yeah, Jesus. I mean, admittedly, I've just been closing and opening it, etc. But the door was closed for like a good couple of seconds before I just ran right straight through. Be lag, I suppose. Yeah, it's doing it on my door now as well.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not at all. And you don't want a 9x19 before I sell it, do you?
No,
Okay, no bother.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Keeping it ticking over. I've got like 600 in my tent, so you can just take whenever you need it. But we just don't get much money for those ones, do you? Like you can sell like 500 rounds, and you're literally going to get like a couple of grand. It's not a money maker, but I suppose it all adds up. I'll bring you that 5-5 now. No worries. Right, it's on the ground outside your tent that you're in at the moment. Alright.
Are you leaving your tapper here?
Depends what we're doing. What are you thinking? Or what would you like to do?
Don't matter to me.
Let's think. What would be useful? What would be useful? Should we have a look at the finger at the toxic zone at the power plant maybe and have a wander about? Do you think? Or I'm up to go on COD and do zombies if you want at the same time. It doesn't matter to me.
Good play some. Think about the
Yeah, if you want to, we can.
double XP.
Is it still double XP? Oh, fucking nice, never ending, isn't it? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's up to you, man. If you want to do something on this, we can do something on this. If you want to do something on COD, we do something on COD. I'm fine.
1 or 2 rounds.
Okay. No worries. So later on, I'll make your door, but I won't put a code lock on it. And then, as I say, just put a code lock on when, obviously, when you want to secure it, whatnot.
Thank you, sir.
Right, no worries. Right, I tell you what, could you just give us 5 minutes just before we jump over as well, just so we can get a quick bit of cereal down me, and then I'll.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might make some that it'll be like.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. Okay, then, right, well, what I'll do then, the front door's already locked into it. In fact, I'm just on it being a bit laggy, then I'm just going to double check before I log out, just in case. Cause don't want to leave the doors open. Yeah, it's all locked, right. So I'll log out of this now. That's it. I'll send you a party invite in about 5 minutes on Xbox, and that's fine.
All right.
All right. Sweet, you shot.
GG's.
GG's.
All right, chat. Heard the man. Up to grab a hopping on.